What's that? Is that a stream? Could it be a live stream? Hello! Hi! I'm in a really good mood today because I have just figured out how to basically have a totally permanent live streaming setup. So I hope you like this look because it's kind of stuck. I have totally mounted this camera directly to the wall, so there's gonna be no shaking, no anything, and I'm really excited about that. Also, you'd think by now I would learn to, I don't know, not shower so late in the day so my hair is more dried and doesn't look like I just ran a marathon, but as we have established, I still have, much to learn about streaming, apparently. Speaking of mistakes, you may notice there's no background music, and that's because I was an idiot who recently nuked his entire Windows partition of his hard drive to reinstall it. A live stream in my YouTube? It's more likely than you think. And I thought I got everything onto a little USB stick before nuking it and reinstalling. I think I missed the background music tracks I was using. So that's cool. I have individual songs, but not them all combined together. And unfortunately, as far as I can tell, OBS doesn't have a way to, like, randomly mix from a selection of different songs. It's kind of just you feed it one thing. So we could listen to the same 3-minute song on loop for an hour if you'd like, but yeah, mistakes have been made. But you know what? That doesn't really matter. We're here. It's going to be a great week, and I'm feeling really good. I've spent a lot of this week really trying to pare down and minimize anything that's visible in my room. Anything that doesn't necessarily need to be seen. Is there some kind of joke that I'm just not getting where, like, yes, it's a stream. I know. But I've really tried to pare down and hide anything from my immediate range of view that I don't need immediately. Like right now, the only things that are on my desk are keyboard and mouse, laptop, monitor, and then audio interface. And that's all. Everything else is on this shelf that I installed underneath the desk. All the hard drives are on there. And this camera, I have it mounted on like this L bracket. So this end went into the wall, and then the camera's resting on top of it, and it looks like the camera's floating. And it's because it's attached to the wall, not the desk. For once, I can shake this desk as much as I want, and it doesn't matter. This is stuck here, and it's so great, and I love this setup so much. So yeah, I am in a really freaking happy mood. Whoops. And there we are, the thing that goes wrong. There's always got to be something that goes wrong. We found it. Let me resize this bad boy. How far over can I do it? There we go. Yeah. Wet and no music. Off to a great start. Yeah. It's starting to dry. Okay, it'll definitely be dry by the end of the stream. But you were getting a very clean Chris. Very, very... You could eat off of me. I'm nice and clean. That was weird. Moving on. So I gotta ask, how has your week been? Because, you know, that's kind of the go-to. But I've had a really good week. Like, the other day, me and Grandma... Because I haven't been outside, you know, in a long time. And we decided, screw it. We're gonna wake up early in the morning, go to a park, obviously wear masks and social distance, which is great. The reason that we went early was first because the weather was actually somewhat decent, because LA has been getting a heat wave really bad lately. And second reason was that there'd be less people, which there definitely was. And can I show off? I showed this off on Instagram, but I got a new mask, and I really freaking like it. And yeah, I feel like it's very much me. So I wear this with my ideal outfit for this, right, is a white shirt, black jeans, and then my yellow Converse. Huh? The Bumblebee look? Huh? Huh? I really like this mask, if you couldn't tell. Yeah. So that was good. I watched the Twilight Saga and it was good. You know what's funny? One of my friends, like, they're doing that too, and they watched it at the same time. Did you guys watch it at the same time? Was it, like, related at all? Is there some trend going around that I just don't know about? Everybody's talking about the Twilight series. Maybe I should watch it. Also got some tea that is too hot to drink. Ow! So in the Hey Chris that I finally released today, which took a hot minute. Sorry about it being a day late. But I mentioned something about, like, mint tea is the superior tea, which I agree to, except for the fact that someone brought up, wow, what's the word? I can only think of Arnold Palmer, which is also, that is the greatest drink, I think. An Arnold Palmer, just 50% lemonade, 50% tea. When I was a kid, you want to know a thing? I thought I invented that drink. Because I was at some restaurant and I filled up 50% lemonade and then decided to put in there was some raspberry iced tea. I didn't really like tea too much at the time, but the design of it really appealed to kid me. And so I put some of that in there and took a sip and was like, whoa, that's so good. And legit thought, this is mind-blowing. I've just invented a new drink. And then for years, whenever we went back to that restaurant, I would get that. It was a... Whoa, I just realized I'm being ridiculously loud and I'm peaking the microphone. Check, check, check. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just really passionate about tea. Arizona tea, please sponsor me. That is still my favorite video that Adler has ever released. Not gonna lie. I still listen to it on repeat. Okay, sorry, I need to read these comments now. Also, you notice, I don't need to look, my computer, my monitor screen is literally right here. Like, the comments are just barely covering it up. So, I really like, do you like this camera placement? I really like this camera placement. I don't know if you've made that clear. Here, let me zoom out a little bit more. Oh, you can see my microphone. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yes, I'm using a shotgun mic for a live stream. Oh, you can also see my fan. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more then. There we go. I'm going for where it's the top. Like that. There we are. Okay, sorry. I've been working, but the patrons all got to watch all of Brother Time with Josh, and we also saw the new episode, and that was good. Yes, I haven't really gotten the chance to watch. I saw that he posted the first one. I haven't been able to, like, had the time to watch it lately because I've been ridiculously slammed. Just a bunch of small stuff. Yes, Chris went to the Brother Time premiere. I'm jealous. That must have been so much fun. I love those. Not gonna lie, I think Brother Time are some of my favorite stuff that BlimeyCon has ever done. Plus, it just has some nostalgic value, you know? As somebody, like, it's weird because it's not a nostalgia for the thing, but watching, I'm like, I remember making these kind of videos, and so it, like, taps into that. It's like nostalgia, but without the this is mine side. Does that make any sense? I don't really know how to describe what I'm feeling, but that's essentially what I'm feeling. Thank you, Joe. I like this. I'm used to, at this point, every stream being a different setup. Okay. Okay. We didn't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong. TikTok. All of my life. It's crazy how much, like, I love that app was, like, made for me. I spend way too much time on that app. And it's always, like, my go-to. Whenever I'm feeling frustrated about something, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to spend 10 minutes and just scroll TikTok. And usually by the end of that, I feel much better. So, yeah, not a spawn? And that's not, like, a plug. Like, I don't really make anything. I just consume. I'm a lurker. But, yeah. No, I have not gotten my license. In my defense, the DMV... apparently you still can't make, like, an online appointment, at least last I checked, and it's like, I would not, with the numbers that are in LA right now, I would not feel comfortable spending all day inside of a DMV. Yeah. That's embarrassing. This is still too hot. Why am I holding this like I can drink it? It is, you know, when it's, like, so hot that it starts to burn your fingers, but it's just cool enough where it doesn't, like, inflict pain. It's like feels good. That's where it is. Like when you've been outside for a while and your hands are cold, if you've been in the snow or something, and then you touch something that's like just a little bit on the warm side, not hot, but a little bit warmer than warm, and it sizzles in your hand, but it feels really good. That's about the temperature that that tea is. TikTok by Kesha is a great song. It is, man. That was I remember, though, I used to have that album by Kesha, and that would be my running music. That was I literally would run to TikTok because the beat was perfect. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, it was perfect. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the relevance of that story is, but I just dumped it upon you anyways. Is your grandma teaching you how to drive? No, I've kind of put that on the back burner, not gonna lie. Not proud of that, but I gotta be honest with you. Okay, sorry, I need to go back up and read some of these, because I haven't been. My bad. I am, in fact, the damp boy tonight. You want to know a thing? I don't remember how that started. I don't remember the origins of damp. Most things I can remember from these streams. I remember sprinkers, melt the butter, and obviously the two words that shall not be spoken, the B-Y. But I can't remember where in the world damp boy came from, other than the fact that maybe I did just get out of the shower and I said I was a damp boy. Was that really it? Hannah knows. Damp boy and moist man. Oh goodness, that's a title, I guess. Technically, I don't know if I would want to watch that movie. Let me scroll back up here. I apologize. Okay, so about the Twilight thing, it was free on Prime. Okay, shoot, did I miss that? I still have never seen Twilight. I know. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Ha ha! Well, that doesn't surprise. I don't know if you've noticed, but I seem to have a habit of hopping in the shower too late, and then my hair is still wet, especially when I make the thumbnail, because I have to start making the thumbnail for these streams. I usually start them about 20 minutes or so before 7 my time. So right as you see it pop up, that's I literally just finished the thumbnails. I probably shouldn't rush it so much, but I can never think of a good title for these. The amount of stress. I'm it's gotta be, what is a relevant meme? And then realize I've never felt so old. When I legit am asking, what is a relevant meme that the people are using? Hey Chris, can you tell me the dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail? Thank you, Kaz! 1920 by 1080. So 1920 for width, and then height is 1080. Or 1080, as my math teacher so drilled into my head. Did you have to learn that? It wasn't 110, it was 110. And if you said 110, it was 100, and then a different number over here referring to a different thing, 10. They were not related. Because I remember learning that so much, and then here I am in the real world, and everyone says 110. Context. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I have a lot of questions about what I was taught in school, and I see it as a meme, but it's true. Did everybody have to learn square dancing? I sure had to learn square dancing. I don't know why I had to learn square dancing. I grew up in Northern California. Where am I gonna with square dancing? If I grew up in Texas, maybe I could see that. Yes, definitely. Oh, hi, Nia. Yeah. So there's, I get why we all had to learn how to play the recorder, because it's an easy instrument, but it still teaches you the basics of music. Okay, I guess. But why? I don't know. I wish I knew how to square dance. I could teach you. That's a lie. It is totally slipped from my brain. It's been a few years. I was a Baptist homeschooler. We don't dance. That's right. I forgot that Baptists don't dance. Huh. I've never, I don't know that much about Baptist anything, but I learned square dancing at my friend's birthday because she was insane and made her 15-year-old teenage friends square dance. Oh my, that sounds like it must have been an experience. TM. I would love a story time, because I'm curious. First of all, was your friend also 15? Or in that range? And why square dancing? Was it like a country themed party? I have many questions and no answers. I learned square dancing in an American Girl weekend camp because the doll that year was a cowgirl. Incredible. Incredible. My little sister Hi, Katie. My little sister loves American Girl, and I remember watching the, what was the girl that grew up in the Great Depression? Cat? Like, the movie. We watched it together as a family and loved it. I had to learn Soldier Boy and Superman and hip-hop in general in an 8th grade phys ed. Soldier Boy? Soldier Boy up in this, oh! Watch me crank that, watch me roll! That's incredible. I wonder, part of me wonders how much of this was just teachers going like, you know what technically counts as exercise, but also it would be really fun to see a whole bunch of 8th graders do Soldier Boy. Get rich. Thank you. That was it. Yes. So, yeah, American Girl, pretty dope. Expensive. I remember as a kid, my little sister wanted a bunch of American Girl dolls. Maybe I shouldn't tell the story, but I'm going to do it anyways. Hope she doesn't pop on the stream. But she was young enough where she knew what she wanted, but Target had like a knockoff brand that was similar enough where my mom bought those instead of the American Girl, and she never knew the difference. So here's hoping she isn't lurking on the stream and just now has her childhood ruined. This chat is delayed. I'm sorry. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so I figured out, one of the things I figured out, right, is you kind of got to choose between this stream not buffering and the comments, the stream not being delayed. It's kind of one or the other. Because essentially what I'm doing right now is I'm just throwing a bunch of data at YouTube, and they're taking it all and making it into the stream and then posting it, which takes a minute. So I can have it so like it instantly just goes out to you, but that means that it's not really checking all of the data and compiling it correctly. Or I could give it a second or two, or like 10, so it can like check and make sure everything's good and consistent, and then push it out. And I've kind of gone for that so that it doesn't stutter. And so I'm really sorry. It does suck, but I don't know a better way to fix that. Yeah, might be not bad. But yeah, also I'm thinking of this Thursday, streaming myself playing more Pokemon Go with this setup, so prepare for that. And finally, one more thing to say is I may not be able to stream next week. Again, Chris with the nerdy computer talk. I'm sorry. I could go into it more if you want, but... Oh! Wait. Right. There. I said but then I didn't finish it off. Or is that not referencing that? Was that referencing something else? I don't know. Yeah. What else has happened? What's been the highlight of your week? That's a better question. I've asked, like, what are some good things, but what has been the peak, the pinnacle? You revamped the live stream channel. Yee! Hopefully, I'm hoping. I'm having more fun with this. Now that, like, I'm not struggling with equipment anymore, I think I've got all of the kinks ironed out. Hopefully. Granted, having just said that, I probably just jinxed it. But I think I've got all the kinks worked out. So, yeah, now this is fun. This is just, like, hanging out. It's not like... Remember when I had the camera mounted up on top of this whiteboard? Which I took down temporarily. And so I had to, like, look up at a ridiculous angle just to be able to make eye contact with you. I was like, hi. Nah, this is much better, I feel like. It's a lot more casual because it's eye level, you know? It's like I'm talking with a friend, which I am. I mean, I guess technically I'm talking to a camera, but I'm using it to communicate with you, so... The whiteboard. Yeah, I had a whiteboard behind you, essentially, the entire time, but I never used it. Not once did I ever use that whiteboard because I liked it being clean. And then, while I've been in the middle of this huge, like, renovation, I was like, you know what? I had to write something down, and the whiteboard was right there, and there was no paper or anything nearby, and both of my computers were off. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So I took that pen off that's been, like, hanging upside down since I bought that whiteboard, and it was completely dry. I guess that's what happens when you haven't... when it's been, like, what, 3 years? No, actually, no. I bought that whiteboard in, like, 2018? I don't remember when we did this whole house renovation, this whole room, so now it looks clean and minimal. Well, kind of minimal, kind of aesthetic. I saw a video of a guy whose desk was a whole whiteboard. Yo, that would be cool. That would be cool. I think I've seen somebody that, like, made his whole wall the whiteboard material. That seems like a very Casey Neistat-esque thing to do. Then it gets right on the table. That's incredible. That's what, if I ever have kids, that's what I'll do. Is just dedicate a wall, make it whiteboard material, and then give them the wipe off markers and say, go wild on this. This is your wall. You like, please don't scribble on any other walls, but this is the wall. Because I think that'd be kind of neat. Hello, Gracie. Christian, right? I love my friends and I love Town of Salem. Then I might be sued for copyright infringement. Now this is perfect. It's mint tea, man. I bought a whiteboard to use it to track my household duties, but my roommate always gets them done before I get to them, so it doesn't get much use. Oh, that's pure. That's wholesome. That's really sweet of her. That's really sweet of her. Look, the wall. Tell me that's not a... I like this idea. Plus, I would also use it, not gonna lie. I'm doing my best out here. Oh, I'm sorry, Katie. That's sad. I'm sorry. I hope you get better. Tea went down. There's nothing worse. Now, in the age of the big C, VidCo, when you're like in the car somewhere and, I don't know, you accidentally, something gets caught in your throat, or you swallow something the wrong way, or you just feel a tickle, and you start hacking up a lung. And as you're doing that, you make eye contact with somebody. That's the worst thing. And that has happened to me on a couple different occasions. So that's cool. It's really just not fair that, like, other sicknesses still remain, you know? Like, how dare allergies still be a thing? How dare, you know? Like, how dare the flu still be a problem? I mean, I'm very grateful, though, that, like, humanity has taken cleanliness so much more seriously. Like, I just saw a tweet that said, like, can you believe that they used to not wipe down, the public transport? Can you believe that we all just used to go into theaters and sit next to total strangers for 2 hours in the dark, just all breathing in the same stale air? How did that happen? The worst part is when you get choked on everything and then people start staring at you. Honestly, or like slowly backing away. My supervisor choked on his water and had to go back out so he wouldn't scare the customers away. Yeah. Oh, that's bad though if he's the supervisor. Yo, hey Fedra. Welcome to the party. Wait, I can't have party music. It just has to be one single song. So there can be party music right here. Or there can be party music right here. I don't remember what this one is. We'll find out together. That is the whitest dance I've ever done. A bit of context. We love a royalty-free moment. Yeah, that's because I'm thinking of, I want to like stream playing like Pokemon games, but I don't want to really play the music because I'm afraid of getting the Nintendo copyright treatment. So I downloaded a bunch of different royalty songs from the YouTube audio library, matching different moods, and I'm thinking like, oh, if I'm just out wandering around, put on this playlist. When it's a gym battle, play this playlist. When it's, what is the third one? Like exploring a mysterious place, play this playlist. And so it's a way to have music playing without the copyright scares. Huh? That's some 8D thinking right here. That was one of the big boss battle music things I chose. Gabe Miller. I know, that does kind of sound like something Gabe Miller would do. I love that dude. I really want to, at some point, I really want to get him in like a Discord call and have him pop up on the stream or something. That would be kind of cool. When, he's free, because it's... I don't know when he'd be free. I need to message him, but... Yeah. Hair. I know, no more wet hair. I'm sorry. In the time... You can go back. I started the stream and it was wet, but it seemed to have dried out by this point. And man, it's so long. I got a comment from someone saying like it's going to be longer than Susan. And I think at this point we do have matching hair lengths. I would love to get a cut. I don't like it being this long. This is like 2017 length. It's almost to my nipples. Once it's there, it will be my 2017 hair length. But I'm still pretty sketchy about going to a haircutter place. So that's why it lengthens itself. Miller is never free. The boy grinds. It's true. The work ethic on that dude... It's incredible, because to do all that while also having like a job and going to school, I don't know how he does it. I genuinely don't know how he does it. He cranks. And it's really impressive. It's a throwback for sure. Right? Right? I love it. Well, here, now I just look like Ma Ingalls, because it's covering up the ears. Didn't they have a thing? Didn't like Ma Ingalls, I remember... Whoop. It was going to happen. Exactly the 30-minute mark. Didn't, like, back in the old Prairie Days, because I remember my family reading or listening to the Little House on the Prairie books on audiobook, and there was something about like the mothers had to cover their ears. They couldn't show their ears in public. The Adam and Eve rules. Everybody here knows what that's referring to. That's hilarious. That best comment of the night, right there. You win the award. And then you know what I need to do? I need to have some kind of like. If you listen to watch Tom Scott, he does a series called Citation Needed, and they have this thing called Mystery Biscuits, where anytime someone gives like a really good answer, it's like a game show. They hit that, and then it just goes, Mystery Biscuits! And that's what we need for this. Just like the best comment of the night. Just need a sound effect for that. I'm not quite at the level of epic Twitch game streamer where I have one of those little boards, the programmable boards, but I do want to have a button for best comment of the night right there. Maybe I'll have that set up for next stream, which again, probably won't be next week. I think I'm going to have to take next week off, but the week after that. I think. Not 100% sure on that. I'll let you know via Twitter, but that's what I believe it is at this current time. Joe, that is a cursed comment. That is a cursed comment. That is a very cursed comment. And cool, now that's going to live on the internet forever. Are you happy? Are we sure this? So the reason that I drink this particular mint tea all the time is because it's caffeine free, but I'm really feeling like it's not. I know it's just like all, what's the word? Psychological, all placebo effect. But man, I'm feeling freaking jazzed, as Dan would say from Dan and Phil. You ever drink too much like coffee or something and your face starts to feel kind of fuzzy? That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. What will I do on Monday night if there's no Chris stream? Truly a tragedy, is it not? The world is just not ready for a Monday night without a stream. I'm almost done with this tea. Holy cow. I don't think... You don't have that, Katie? When you drink, like, a lot of coffee and then your face starts to feel numb for a minute? That definitely happens to me, but it's nice. It feels like... That's when I know, like, oh, it's kicking in. Here we go. The motors are revving. The hamsters are getting on their wheel. I just love the mental picture of, like, a car going down the highway. This has nothing to do with anything, but it just popped in my head. A car going down the highway... And you lift up the tank, and instead of an engine, it's just two little hamsters going on a wheel. Go. I'm gonna watch The Force Awakens on the way home tomorrow because I miss Poe. Don't we all? The best character of Star Wars. You have not experienced that, Katie? My face feels really hot first, then the rest of my body. That's another good way to describe it, I'd say. So yeah, okay, thank you for backing it up. I'm like, I'm not secretly allergic to it or anything. Or at least I hope that's not the case. I really hope, in fact, that that's not the case. See, aren't I a little bit more, like, jazzed than usual? I feel like I'm not usually this excited, but I'm really excited. Poe is good boy. Poe is good boy. You right. You right. Poe and Finn. I remember going and seeing... you know what? Imagine if the big C happened before Rise of Skywalker came out. Imagine... Oh no, I just had a horrible thought. I'm so glad that Endgame came out when it did. Oh my, can you imagine? After the cliffhanger that Infinity War ended on? And then that would just be the worst thing. Oh, I'm so glad that Endgame came out when it did. I'm so glad. Because I remember thinking like, oh, it's an odd number. Wouldn't it be perfect if it like came out in 2020 because that's a more round number? No, I was wrong. I'm glad it came out in 2019. You know? Joe, that smiley face emoji says 1,000 words. Would you teach your girlfriend Pokemon? I think she knows Pokemon. I don't know if I don't believe she ever really played it, but she has brothers that really like it, and so she knows like all the stuff about it. It just doesn't personally interest her too much. Oh, Gracie, that's a whoo. I'm gonna back away from that comment and the controversy that's gonna happen. If the big C, see, I'm pretty sure, I know on YouTube you have to like mark if you discuss it. And I'm just trying to be careful about that, which is why I say the big C. If it had happened after Infinity War, we'd just be living in that timeline until Endgame. It's true! That would actually be kind of hilarious. Yo, Nat! Hi! How's it going, Nat? Nat, more like that cool dude. Cortana. There we are. That's good. I don't know why I'm yelling. That's what I'm gonna like refer to it as now. Instead of the big C, I'll just say Cortana. I love you, Nat. Vokid. I try my best for you, Nat. And it still wasn't enough. This is the quality of humor you're gonna get at this point. What can I say? Yes, we had all the tea and now we're having all the water. We are getting hydrated something fierce tonight. This is like peeing every 10-15 minutes level of hydration. Oh man. Yeah, about Chadwick passing away. That's, I mean, I I don't want to make like a joke or anything like that. Legit is a terrible thing, and that man was absolutely a hero in every sense of the word, not just in the kind that he played, but the impact that he had and is going to continue to have on so many people, so many children growing up, is revolutionary, or not revolutionary, but it is incredible. And him passing away is a very tragic and sad thing. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. It was really, really sad. On a lighter note, I guess. Bye, Zimran. See you. Maybe not next week, but hopefully after that. I don't know. Whenever you're free. How many streams in a row can we get Chris to say he loves Nat? I love Nat. What can I say? Apparently, I can say that. Another reason why 2020 sucks. Just add it to the, not even the pile, the mountain at this point. Just the freaking mountain. You know what we need back there? We need some fairy lights on those. Would that be a little bit too many. I don't know. We still got those set up. Your volume is so low. Do I need to increase my volume? That's weird because on OBS it's telling me I'm like right below peaking, and I don't want to blow out your speakers. How do I sound for you? Do I sound okay? Do I need to increase my volume? Do I need to crank it up till we're like this? Hello. I'm not gonna ASMR this time. I won't do that. If I start coming to your streams every week, will you say you love me every time? Nah, I promise you, I will say I love you every time you appear. More fairy lights is good. It's always good. Okay, this is some pro fairy light content right here, and I am here for it. Where did you put your stay positive sign? I'm thinking of putting it on the wall, in fact. I'm not totally sure. Right now it's just in my closet because I haven't found a really good spot for it, but okay, I sound fine. Okay, good. We got some good pro fairy light discourse going on over here, and I am here for it because more fairy lights the better. In fact, I love how this mirror that's on the back of my door effectively doubles the amount of fairy lights that you can see. You see that? Hannah, you could not. Have you considered not ing? My life is tortured by it's not, what's the word? Not tortured. It's like stalked by? There's a word for it and I can't think of it. Perpetually chased by uwoos? 2021 would be better because I'm excited to see your short film and relaunching my channel. Nice! And a few bonus surprises, including stuff with a certain froggy boy. Does this boy happen to dunk frogs by any chance? Do the lights that change colors. Oh, the TikTok lights. I had a bunch of those. In like 2017, I bought a whole bunch. Fun fact. And then, but I guess they were permanently mounted. You can see it in like the first couple daily vlogs I ever did. But then I took them off and threw them in the trash. Because they were like single-use stick, and so when I pulled it off a lot of the paint. And I regretted that. Yeah, so a tragedy. Hey Chris, would you ever play Pokemon Prism? I'd love that. I'm all for more Pokemon games. I've never played one of the 3D games, to be honest. I know. I'm an old man. Back in my day, it was top down. The last Pokemon game I played was Diamond? No, it was Ranger. It was niche. It was small. But anyone remember Pokemon Ranger? It was like you were a park ranger, essentially. And you, I think you captured Pokemon, but it wasn't like with a Pokeball. It was like you made circles around them with your DS stylus. Something like that. Something like that. I love the uwu versus owo discourse that's happening. That's completely like I'm trying to ignore my hardest, but it's not working. Is Ranger good? I don't remember. I was a little kid. I remember being frustrated with one part, but I don't want to say what it was because spoilers. They're working on Pokemon Snap 2. Really? Snap was the one where you like took the pictures, right? Can you believe I never played that? A tragedy. They snapped. I also need like a da-dum psh sound effect. Maybe I do need one of those programmable button things. Okay, let me write these down real quick. To add for next stream. We got comment of the night or of the week, and then we got badum. There's a word for that, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, and maybe a drum roll. I'm trying to think of more now, but I can't really think of any. So if you have any like, if you can think of any like sound effects that you think would go really well, that I could like press a button and have it play, I think that'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Katie wears the comment of the week crown. I think it's true. I think you have one. I think, well, I don't know off the top of my head. There's some really great little puns or jokes, and it kills me. I don't know if you've noticed, but these are like the highlight of my week. Like, I prepare all day for these streams. And by that, I mean like cleaning up and stuff. Obviously not actually preparing good content. You know, that's low on the priority list. Or preparation, apparently, for like setup and stuff. But when it comes to cleaning the background, it's not, wash the sheets, mop the floor. Stuff that you really can't tell. I really wish there was a way. Does anyone know if there's a way to apply like Visco or Lightroom templates to videos? Because I really like the clean aesthetics of the A6 filter for pictures and for thumbnails. But I haven't been able to figure out how to... Like, I'd love to kind of apply it to videos too, but I haven't quite... Because you can see I'm going for a very bright and clean look, right? But I haven't quite figured out how to get there. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, these are the highlight of my week too. And I really love it. Thank you, Cass. Yeah, it's fun. It's just like getting together with some friends and we're all hanging out and talking, except it's a one-way conversation. Well, kind of. I mean, it's definitely not level, and I'm putting myself on way too, like, on stage, and that's kind of a weird friendship dynamic. Anywho, this gang up on Katie. It's just what's happening. Gang up on Katie. That's what's happening. I can gang up on Katie. Give me a noun. No, that was Schoolhouse Rock, man. To this day, if you grew up watching Schoolhouse Rock, do you still like count numbers in the way that they do? I'll still find myself going like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, ready or not, here I come. I just had a James Charles moment there. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'll do that. Or what else? Not much else, actually. It's pretty much just those two. Do you remember having to learn the multiplication tables? Because I remember learning that, and then, phoo, they are gone from my brain. Those little, like, panic sheets they would hand you where it's just, like, 4 times 8, 4 times 9, 4 times 10. Rock is the only reason I know how to multiply by 8, not gonna lie. I remember, like, the only 6 number, or 6 multiplication number I remember is 6 times 7, because those were the 2 numbers I was so bad. I was terrible at multiplying by 6s and 7s, and so I specifically memorized that just for like that particular number for quizzes, and none of the other ones. Just that. What is Schoolhouse Rock? You did not. How dare? Schoolhouse Rock was like an educational animated series of songs. It was like educational. I don't remember who put them out, but it was like, yeah, just a whole bunch of education, teaching you like what a noun was. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. If only Schoolhouse Rock made math videos about algebra, honestly. But yeah, they made a whole bunch about like mathematics and also science and language. And those are the only ones I really remember off the top of my head. And when I say science, even that was a whole load. It was like how electricity worked, or how they made ones about politics. That's right, because I'm just a bill. Yeah, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. A jam. And yeah, they were definitely like a little bit not exactly historically accurate, let's just say that. But they were catchy. And I think it came out in like, what, the 70s or so? Because it definitely has that aesthetic. They're old, but they are catchy. Catchy. Yeah. The famous one is Conjunction Junction. What's your function? And I remember my father's favorite was the Gravity one. Down, gravity. Ooh, that was definitely the note right there. That was not the note right there. And I think my favorite was probably either the Fives or Interjections. Interjections show excitement or emotion. Hallelujah, 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 yeah. Yes, Chris, yes. Electricity. I remember feeling almost like I wasn't supposed to watch that episode, though, because it, like, happens in the dark, and there's, like, a robber. Yeah, I know. Susan, hey! Susan, apparently we need to play Pokemon together. That's a thing that must happen. My parents watched it growing up, and they were born in 73, 74, so that sounds about right. Yeah, they were my childhood, man. That and Looney Tunes. I was raised on Looney Tunes, not gonna lie. What's the pronouns song? But I know I'm mine and you are yours. He has his and she has hers. Pronouns, yeah. I don't remember how that one goes. Aw, tell Becca we love her too. Also, yes, hi babe, hi Susan. There's one video game that Susan likes, and that is The Sims. Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. Oh yes. The Roadrunner. The only Looney Tunes I really liked were Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Those are like the only ones that I would like watch on repeat over and 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 over. So yeah, that and Pokemon. My childhood, right there. Oh goodness, this is so much fun. I just looked at the time and I'm like, no! Holy cow, this is the fastest hour. Okay, here's the thing. I never watched Mr. Rogers. I don't know why. I didn't even know that the Mr. Rogers show was a thing until my late teenagehood. because Andrew watched it a lot growing up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Rogers." I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Mr. Rogers." I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So, yeah. Get Chris and Susan a Switch challenge 2020. You know, my PayPal is no. But yeah, like, I don't know, good memories, and it's really funny that like sometimes I go back and try and watch this old stuff, and I cannot experience it with fresh eyes. Like, I just experienced nostalgia when watching it, and it's like I can't watch it for itself. Does that make any sense? Yes, loved Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Oh yes. We need we need to get them a Switch so they can play Subnautica in 20. Subnautica on the Switch? Fedra, with your comment right there, I'm not sure if you're referring to Animal Crossing or Minecraft. Did I say it? I must have said it! I did not realize it. Oh, goodness. I probably should start wrapping this up now. But this is so much fun! And I can't wait to see you on Thursday, hopefully, too, at same time. Where I'll play more Pokemon. Or maybe Minecraft. I don't know. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you soon. I had a Minecraft account and touched it, and haven't touched it after. F to pay respects. And I'll see you Thursday. And in the meantime, remember to stay positive.